KayNation, welcome back to my channel. My name is Kierraandrea, and if you're new here, go ahead and go down below and subscribe, and make sure you guys like this video. So wait a minute, hold on y'all, I'm backwards in this chair. So in today's video, I'm gonna be talking to y'all about fake friends. So just think of me as your mother, because right now I'm about to be like a mama. I'm about to preach to y'all and I'm about to teach y'all, because I've had multiple experiences with fake friends and it's not fun. Honestly, it's really not fun, and I hated it. You know, who wouldn't hate it? But I just feel like I needed to come on here and tell y'all this, because I feel like I have a lot of young subscribers and a lot of y'all don't know about fake friends. I've had so many lessons about fake friends myself that it's ridiculous. Like, I don't know how I didn't spot it from a mile away. It was like dead in my face, all the red flags and everything. And I might tell y'all about them. I don't know though, because they still watch my videos, so it's like a little awkward for me to tell y'all, because it's not like they're not gonna see it. But I should be like not caring, but I do care. So let's see, what can I tell y'all about fake friends? So I feel like there's multiple red flags that a fake friend can give you. For one, they pretend to be supportive of your success. So like, you'll be, okay, so for example, say you just won a trophy for some kind of sport or whatever that you play, and your friend be like, yeah, congrats, you know, but I just went to this and I won this and that. Okay, first of all, they should be happy for you in that moment, not telling you like what they did and what about them and this and that. That should be a red flag for you. If your friend is not happy for you, you need to get rid of them, okay? Because who wants one of those people to pretend like, oh yeah, we're best friends and we're not friends? Let me see, I have to give y'all a story. I feel like I can't not give y'all a story. So okay, I had a friend back in middle school. I'm not gonna say any names, but it was a he, and I don't think he watches my videos, so it's okay. But me and him were like this. Like, he was my best friend. I don't know if I was his best friend, but to me, he was my best friend. I could tell him everything. Like, we used to talk on the phone all the time, and no, we were just friends, because this is middle school, we were just friends. But like, I used to talk to him on the phone, like in the morning on the way to school, and so when I got to school, and then again when I got home. So I used to talk to him all the time. Like, I consider him my best friend. I told him my secrets. We used to have like little pizza party things at school, and I would share my pizza with him. So, you know, one day we meet this other girl. I don't want to give them names, but we meet this other girl, and you know, she's cool or whatever, and she just happens to start hanging out with us. And so I'm like, okay, cool, we can hang out, it's fine. And so one day this kid passes gas in the hallway, okay? And so I smelled it so quick, because my nose is sensitive. I smelled that past gas so quick that I had to dip. So I backed all the way up, because we were walking in a line. And when I tell y'all, like, okay, she was right here, and the guy in front of her who had passed gas was right here, okay? And then I was behind them. So when I smelled that passed gas, I backed all the way up and held the line back, and I was covering my nose, because I was back there like, because like my stomach is weak. So she turns around and she's thinking that I said that she passed gas, but I said he passed gas. But I guess she didn't hear the S. So she's thinking that I'm telling the whole class and everybody else that she passed gas, right? And so we get back in the classroom, and my best friend, the one who I used to talk to all the time before she even came along now, all of a sudden he's not talking to me. And I'm just looking like you was just talking to me outside, like when we was at recess, or we called it courtyard. When we was at courtyard, you was just talking to me. So all of a sudden, why are you not talking to me? And basically, she told all of them to not be my friend. And y'all don't understand how quick they cut me off. Like, literally within 5 minutes of her saying that, none of them had talked to me. And when I tell y'all, none of them talked to me for like 3 weeks. When we went to courtyard, I was by myself, and I ended up just separating myself and making a whole new group of friends, okay? I know that's a little corny story, but like, that's the best way that I can describe it to y'all. Like, I literally had to, like, I had to cut them off. Like, it was just like, I'm not gonna be friends with somebody who was so quick to cut me off for somebody else that wasn't even relevant. She was not relevant. Like, first of all, you just got here. Like, we wasn't even talking to you. And if it was my choice, she had looked shady from the beginning, and I was not gonna talk to her. But you know, I'm not gonna be that friend that's gonna tell my friend not to hang out with somebody else. That's another red flag, that your friend is fake. If you have a friend who hate somebody else but you're okay with them, and they want you to cut them off, and they want to talk trash about them to you, and that's your friend, you need to cut them off. You need to get rid of them. That's a fake friend. Because if they could talk to you about somebody who used to be their friend and now they don't like them, what do you think they can do about you? They can run right behind your back and talk to somebody else about you like y'all wasn't friends. Get rid of them. And also, this might not be a fake friend to y'all, but I feel like if your friend is always in some kind of drama, or there's always like a problem, like they're always starting something, you need to get rid of them. We're gonna change the dynamic of this. This is not gonna be a fake friend. This is gonna be a toxic friend, because that's what people are nowadays. Toxic, like toxic, okay? And I'm just like, I'm not here for the toxic friends. Like I'm really not. Like, I can't even give y'all a story, but I can tell y'all about a toxic friend that I had. So I just had a friend who was like, I would say something and they would always shut me down. It was kind of like I could never voice my opinion. I could never say something because they would shut me down. And I feel like it wasn't okay. And it was like, I was so sensitive back then that I used to let people just run over me. So I was just quiet. I never said like, oh my gosh, like stop treating me like this. I didn't say anything. Like, I literally just allowed them to run over me. I didn't stop them. I didn't say anything. I just sucked it up and I stayed there because I was their friend. I shouldn't have took that. And you shouldn't either. You should not just sit there and allow somebody to run over you and talk trash about you and disrespect you because you want them to be your friend. I don't care how close or how much you love them. Don't ever allow anybody to disrespect you. You disrespect yourself by allowing other people to disrespect you. And if they see that you don't even respect your own self, do you think they're gonna respect you? No. So this friend, literally, she used to run me over. I'll be talking, she'll cut me off, blah, 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 this or that. If I had an opinion and that I was strong about, literally she would shut me down. Like, she would literally yell at me, Kiera, like, no, nobody cares. Like, I don't know why you're still talking about this. I care. And that's what I'm talking about. And if you're my friend, you wouldn't shut me down. You would listen because you're my friend. But obviously, that person was not my friend and they did not care nothing about me. And it's like, I don't know, if you're anything like me, it's like you can spot a fake friend, but it's like you can't get rid of them. Like, I feel like I was sucked into a toxic friendship super easily. Like, I don't know how I managed to allow myself to be in a toxic situation like that. Like, I've had so many friends that's like come and gone, and it was just like, really? Like, you came in my life for this short amount of time to be toxic, to poison me, and then leave. But then again, I guess everybody has to learn a lesson. So what I'm trying to tell y'all is, don't sit around and let somebody be toxic to you. Like, you don't have to take that. You really don't. And if you do, you're a strong person, because that can be very, very draining. Like, that toxic friend that I had was very draining. Like, honestly, if you have a friend who only messages you when they want something, toxic, cut them off, get rid of them. Like, I don't want to be like the secondhand friend. Like, okay, you have another group of friends, but when your friends are hanging out with you and everything's cool, you're with them, but then things go bad and y'all not talking no more, so now you want to come back and hang out with me. That's not okay. You should have been with me the whole time. You can have two groups of friends, but you can hang out with both of us equally, but you hang out with them majority of the time. And then when it comes to me, it's kind of like, okay, you hang out with me when you're not with them, or things with them aren't right. And like, don't be that friend that everybody goes to and they're so toxic too. Like you can be that go-to friend, but don't be the one who's like always taking the toxic energy. It's like, I know what I want to tell y'all. Like, I have it. It's like sitting right here, but I can't voice it to y'all. It's like, I don't know. Just don't allow anybody to run over you or treat you like you're not worth anything because they run everything. Like, you can run nothing. Like, I had to learn that for myself. I had to learn that everybody is not my friend, and that I don't have to be everybody else's friend. And if you're toxic, I don't have to be your friend. I can get rid of you just as quick as I met you. So it's like, for me, I feel like the toxic friends always come around when I feel lonely. That's when I meet the people in my life who are the most toxic. It's like, I'll be minding my own business, a little lonely, but all of a sudden this friend comes around and they just seem like they're glitter and gold. and that this is my best friend and they're gonna be there for me through anything, and then the whole time they're toxic. Like it's like to the point where they are like so toxic that it's emotionally abusive. I got another one. Wait, it's coming. It's a woke up. Okay. But you can't sit around and let people just run over you. Like, I can't stress it enough. Like, don't allow people to run you over. Like, that's not what you want to be. And it's like, you need to know, it's like nobody is going to vouch for you more than your own self. Like, I mean, of course you have friends that vouch for you, but nobody can vouch for you like you can vouch for yourself. So stop being quiet. You need to say something, because like when I tell y'all, I was always that person that never said anything, but like behind closed doors I'll be telling my mama, yeah, so and so is like this to me, and I'm gonna be like this to them, la 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 la, and then when they be like, Kiera, shut up, I'd be like, yeah, no, don't be like that. Don't be that. Don't be the person like run over, or what is it, roadkill. Don't be the roadkill, because it's like you're not gonna get anywhere. But yeah, like, I mean, you're gonna have to kind of deal with it. Like, I feel like life is rough, and when your friends are super toxic, it makes it worse. It's like there's nobody that you can go to. Like, you don't have nobody to vouch to, because it's like you're gonna lose your mind, and who's gonna be there for you to talk to? It's kind of like you're alone, you know? So I had to learn it the hard way. Like, I really did. I had to sit there and suck it up for years. Like, I just allowed people to run over me. I allowed them to talk to me however they wanted to. And like, after all of that, I was just like, I'm not gonna be pressed for friends. Like, I'm not gonna run around here, oh yeah, I want friends. Because when I tell y'all, I was still doing that up until like now. I was still like on Snapchat, like, oh yeah, I need me some friends. Like, who wants to be friends? Don't do that. Don't do that, because you're gonna attract the wrong people. It's like you're gonna attract the toxic people. And like, you know, I switched schools, and when I got there, I just wanted friends. Like, you know, I was like, yeah, me and you could be friends, this and that. Like, me and you we can hang out. So I met these girls, and I was like, okay, like, yeah, they're cool. So I started talking to them at school, and they kind of introduced me to bad habits. Like, no offense, they were cool people, but they kind of introduced me to bad habits school-wise. And it was kind of like, I never used to do none of that stuff. I didn't cheat. Like, it was never like a thing for me. Like, I didn't believe in it, because I worked so hard to get where I'm at, that cheating was just never an option. But at this point, the way my grades were set up, that was my only option. And I felt like they kind of pushed it. And then, like, because, you know, I'd be sitting next to them, and they would like take my paper. I don't want to talk too much, because like, I just feel like my school be looking up stuff, so y'all get what I'm saying. But I just felt like I needed to not ask for friends, because I feel like when you're looking for friends, you're gonna attract the wrong people. But if you just let them come to you, it's gonna be okay. And you know, let me tell you about something that I've learned. The best way to get rid of a toxic friend. So what I learned is ghosting. Okay, ghosting is like it's like a way that I use to get away from people. I know ghosting is not the best thing to do, but for me, it's the easiest. Like, okay, so I'm gonna tell y'all what I do. I used to do this with guys that would like me, and I didn't like them, or I did it with friends that I didn't want to have anymore. So what I would start by is, okay, so I would start blocking them from my story. That was the first thing that I would do. I would block you from my Snapchat story, so you could not see when I post anything. So it kind of looks like to you that I'm just inactive, but I'm not inactive. I just blocked you from my story. And then the next thing, you'll text me, and I would answer you extremely slow. Like, it may take me 2 days to answer. It may take me like multiple hours, 12 hours, 15 hours. Like, it would take me a really long time to answer, because I did not want to talk. So it took me a long time to answer. Like, this guy that liked me a long time ago, he would blow my phone up, and he would just be texting me, and I would not answer. And if I did answer, it was 2 days later, because I don't want to talk. But I'm not mean, and I don't want to be the type to like tell you I don't want to talk to you, I will just ghost you. So that's what I did with my friendships. I just would slowly text back. You know, they'll be like, hey, do you want to hang out? Oh no, I gotta work, sorry. And I don't work on weekends. Everybody know I don't work on weekends except that person. They didn't know that I didn't work on weekends, but I told them I work weekends. And so I made myself unavailable. That was the next thing. I made myself unavailable. I was not there for them to ask, Kiera, can you do this? Kiera, la, can we? No, I'm unavailable. I can't help you. So 1, I ghosted them. 2, I made myself unavailable. And 3, I completely doggone disappeared. Like I was gone. I disappeared. So what I mean by that, is I fell off the radar. Like people could not find me. They couldn't find my social media because I blocked them. So it kind of looked like I deleted everything, but it was like you were blocked. But sometimes they could tell that you blocked them because, you know, on Instagram it kind of don't let you see their profile. Or I allowed them to follow me, but I just didn't post anything. So like when I tell you I completely ghosted them, it was like I never saw them. I disappeared. I became unavailable. Nobody saw me. Like when I tell you, if I don't like somebody and I don't want to be your friend, I will disappear. Like it is so quick. Like you will not hear from me ever again. And so that's what I did. I had to get away. And that's the one thing that I learned. I don't know. I just feel like fake friends and toxic friends can be put into your life for you to learn a lesson on what true friends are. I feel like a lot of people don't know the difference between fake, toxic, and true friends because all you ever had was fake and toxic. So when a true friend comes along, you don't know. It's kind of like, oh yeah, all of these are my true friends, when everybody is not your friend. So you have to learn, and I had to learn. It took me a long time, but now it's like I'm not blind anymore. I can see exactly who my friend is and who my friends aren't. I can see who's there for me when I need them and who's there when they need me. So I had to learn the hard way, and I'm thankful that I learned, and I'm thankful that I got the lesson, because if I didn't, I don't even know where I would be at and who was gonna be there for me. I'm thankful that I was shown a lesson early on. Like, I mean, it wasn't that early, because in college, I didn't really, I met friends, my 3 friends, and they were not toxic and they were not fake. Me and them are still friends now. I met a really good friend, and she's been like my best friend. So, y'all, just don't do it. Don't do it to yourself. And please don't be the toxic friend, because if you're the toxic friend, you're the problem and you need to go. Because I can't stand toxic people. They mess with you mentally, they destroy your fun, they make you upset, and they ruin your life. Like, what year was that? Let's see, that was my 11th grade year. That was the year that I had the most toxic friends ever. It was like a group of friends that I had, and I'm still friends with 2 of the people out of that group, but the rest of them, no. Because if you're a group of my friends and y'all talk about me when I leave the room, toxic. And I'm glad me and them are not friends anymore. Y'all, life is hard, and I don't know. I feel like this is just me talking to y'all. Like, it's not really an advice video. It's kind of me just talking because I don't really know. Like, I can give advice, but I can only give advice from my own experience, if that makes sense. So that's what I'm doing. I'm just giving advice from my own experience. But that is all for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed my little rant / talk. Make sure you guys like this video, you comment down below, and you subscribe to become part of KayNation, because KayNation is the greatest nation. So I will see you guys in my next video, and maybe on live in a couple minutes if I decide to go live. I don't know, but I'll see y'all later.